What's up, everyone? Welcome to our Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge. I'm super excited to be back after our short 1 week break. I see so many familiar faces in chat right now. We've got Samuel, Harshal, Camilo, Sean, Kita, you were wrong, wearing yellow, and I guess white. Classic mustard yellow, though. That's like my color. I'm surprised you didn't get it. If you are totally new to the Daily Creative Challenges, I will do a little intro for that. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Kathleen. I'm a designer here at Adobe and also a host for these Daily Creative Challenges. I specialize in making instructional content, so this is perfect. I'm really excited to spend the next 2 weeks for you. Kita, you never would have guessed? Mustard yellow? For real? I feel like that's like my signature color, along with black. But you know, designer life. Rodrigo, hello. Jordan, good to see you. What's up, Tim? Classic Tim Mobest in the chat, and Sam, really awesome. So like I said, if you have never heard of these Daily Creative Challenges, welcome, first of all. This is a challenge that runs from July 8th, so today, until July 19th. It's a 2-week challenge that we're going to be doing Monday through Friday. And over the next 9 challenges, you're going to be building your Photoshop skills. So this is friendly for beginners, it's friendly for people who have a little bit more Photoshop experience. All of these challenges can be kind of tweaked to fit your comfort level. But if you are a total newbie, don't worry, you're in the right place. If you haven't noticed, we are doing a live stream, so if you're over in the chat, feel free to say hello. You can log in on Behance and get chatting. If you are a beginner, it's a great way to ask questions. We also have a community chat, but I will talk about that in a bit. So let me do a little bit of an overview of how this all works. First, every day you're going to receive your challenge. So today we do not have a challenge. This is just like a welcome stream, just saying hello to all of you, introducing myself, introducing you to the challenge. Every day you're going to receive a challenge, and you can receive it a couple different ways. So you can receive it here on behance.net/challenge/Photoshop. Here is the link. Ta-da! You can go here every day, and then the challenge is going to be unlocked in these little tiles. So every day you're going to get a new challenge. You can also come to the live stream and learn what the challenge is every day at 9 a.m. Pacific time. You can also join the community chat on Discord, and we also post the challenge there. And then you should also get a notification through CC. The chat is lit today, says Kita. Yeah, it is. Christopher says that Christopher is a newbie. Welcome, newbie Christopher. Welcome, welcome. Do we have to use a Mac to participate? Definitely not. You do not need a Mac, you just need Photoshop. So, whether that's on a Mac or a PC or what have you. Ahmad, hello from Egypt. Hello from San Francisco. Ralph, happy July. Happy July. And before I jump into community chat, let me tell you how to even register for the challenge. If it's not obvious, you need to click this big, blue, beautiful button right here. It'll say, hello, Michelle. Hello, Ahmad. Take the challenge. And when you do that, I'm going to click it. It's that easy. I am now registered. It says, thanks for joining the Creative Challenge. We're here to support you, and you can join the live chat on Discord. So if you click join us, it should take you to a link to download or launch Discord. And since I already have it downloaded, I will just show you what you should see. So Discord is a beautiful chat client, chat server that has a bunch of different channels. So over here on the left, it looks a little overwhelming. I know there's a lot going on, but it's pretty simple. Just focus on this left tab over here. We have all of our channels. So we have announcements. And if you click on, for example, daily challenge, every day this is where the new challenge is going to be posted. So usually Sam will be in here posting the challenge with any starter files you might need or information. You can give a little bit of a reaction if you'd like. So I'm just going to add a little cool emoji to the playing card challenge because that one was cool. Yes, I'm on the D&D channel. I'm on 2 D&D channels. I've yet to start playing, but I'm getting there. Yeah, I use Discord for a lot of stuff. And then if you keep moving down over here on the left tab, you can see there's also community info. So here is a welcome that Gus has lovingly typed up for all of us. This is a really great place to start. It's kind of an overview of what the challenge is. So that's this information right here. Any links, so the link to the landing page that I was just on if you want to register, the link for the live stream, and then a little bit of an overview of the actual channels on Discord. So we are in the welcome channel right now. There's daily challenge, general, chat. Let's move through them. Edward says, woohoo, a new PSDCC. Yes. So last time we were doing Camp Photoshop, and I will let you know what the theme is for this challenge very soon. What about the challenge? Harshal, we're going to start on the challenges tomorrow. Day 1 will be tomorrow. This is just a welcome stream. So if you move down on all of the channels, you can see there's some cool content. Tim makes great short tutorials for tools that you might not know exist in Photoshop. You can post here for getting inspired. This is going to be kind of your home during this challenge. Design feedback is super important. So after the challenge is done for the day, after the live stream is done, you can post your work here to get feedback from the community. So we have moderators. Over here you see we have mentors, Adobe folks, all kinds of good people in here. So you post your work from the challenge, and then people will give you constructive feedback. It's helpful if you ask for specific feedback. So maybe you're not sure about the colors, or did I even do the challenge right? What do you think? There's no right or wrong way to do it, but you can ask for people's opinions, and then you will get lots of feedback. So you can see Gurgly is in here adding feedback, John Leno, Gurneet, very cool. And then say it's day 3 of the challenge, but you're still working on day 1. You can post those pieces for feedback in past challenge feedback. So Vivix was just working on the playing card here. This is very cool for a famous cricket player. And I told him he should post that on social and tag the cricket player. All right, and then moving down, we have community chat. So this is where you can introduce yourself. I've already posted in here today, but I will just add something new. Hey all, I'm Kathleen, your host for this PSDCC. Getting excited to get to know you. You can do something like that. Say where you're from. I'm from SF. What you do. I'm a designer. That kind of thing. You can also post chat. So this is kind of random, just chatting about anything. You can ask a question specifically about the challenge or about Photoshop, something technical. Oh, Greg from Hungary. Okay, good to see you, Gergely. Cool. Tips and tricks. So if you find a cool tutorial about the challenge of that day. Challenge suggestions is pretty fun. You can say, hey, I'd love a challenge on X, Y, and Z. We're pushing for a digital drawing challenge right now, so feel free to add your own ideas. Okay, so this is Discord, and if you want to join Discord, we also just have a quick short link that you can click. It's just bit.ly/psdiscord, capital P, capital S. That will take you straight here. Kathleen types 90 words per minute. Is that a lot or a little? I'm not sure. I type normal, I would say. Okay, so back to the landing page. We have registered for the challenge. We have joined community chat, which is Discord. We are watching the daily live show. That's what's happening right now. So this will happen every morning for the next 2 weeks at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So right now, that's when that is, if you're in a different part of the world. So this is a great place to see how I would walk through the challenge. You don't have to do what I do, but it's just an example. And then you can also ask your questions. So if you have a question about a tool I'm using or about the challenge, this is a great time to ask because I'm here and other Adobe people are here. And then, like I said, finally, you're going to share your work on Discord, get feedback, and then we're ultimately going to post it here on Behance. So if you do not have a Behance portfolio, this is what it might look like when you start adding projects. You can see I have 5 DCC projects already. Oh my gosh, I've done a lot of them. We're going to be adding a new one today, and I'm going to show you how to make a cover photo. So that is the first step. So let's jump in, shall we? I'm going to open Photoshop. This is the theme. We're going to be making a poster a day for the next 2 weeks. So this is the start of our cover photo. It's not done yet, obviously, although it's kind of nice and minimalistic. So this poster a day idea is really inspired by Tammy Coker's work. Tammy was a creative resident last year at Adobe. So basically what that means is he partnered with Adobe for a year and got to work on his dream project. So he was working on posters, he was working on photography, but this is really amazing. He has many, many, many examples of making a poster every day. These do not have to be long-winded. They don't have to take you 12 hours to design. These are kind of just design exercises. So each day for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be giving you a challenge that will work with a specific workflow or technique in Photoshop, but ultimately we're going to be exporting a poster every day. So somebody says poster size. Great question, Harshal. Tomorrow I have provided a template for you. Actually, Gus technically has provided a template for you. He put the links in there. So we have 2 templates. We have a print template and we have a digital template. I'm going to be using the digital template because ultimately I'm not going to print these designs out. They're going to live on the internet. But if you do want to print them out at full poster size, I do have a template for that. Your file sizes are going to be really big though, so you might just want to work digitally. Okay, so I'm going to be working on a cover image really quickly to show you how Behance works and how to add a new project. If you are totally new to Photoshop and you just opened it for the first time, you might see something similar to this if you click New. So this is just the new document window. And I know, because I have magical powers, that the Behance cover image size at its smallest can be 808 pixels by 632. Now you could double that if you just want to make it a little bit bigger, but this is a good place to start. You can also use an image that's bigger or smaller. It will just crop it at the end. Okay, my resolution is 250. It's going to be on my digital portfolio, so it doesn't have to be that high. It could even be 72 if you want, or 180. But let's just stick at 250. If you do want to start with a pre-made template, you can click up here on all of these tabs. Click a pre-made size, so A3, letter size, legal size. There's also all of these beautiful free templates that you can use, but we're not going to do that today. We've already got our 808 by 635? Is that it? We'll go with that for now. Okay, and it is making a new file for me. Brianne, the challenge today is, there is no challenge. This is just a welcome stream. Tomorrow will be the first challenge. I'm just walking you through what the DCC is for anyone who doesn't know what it is. And I'm also going to be showing you how to make a cover image, but if you already know. Oh, it was 6:32. Thank you, Michelle. And I'm having the beach ball. It must know that it's Monday morning. It happens sometimes. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Super Mayo. Ah, Pokehan, thank you very much. As we wait for this beach ball to go away, let me know if this is your first challenge. I'm excited to say hello to you. I see some new names. A lot of really familiar ones, which is always nice to see. This community just keeps getting bigger and bigger. What's up, D? Nice to see you. All right, let's just force quit Photoshop. Open it again. And then I'll actually be able to show you from the beginning. You had inches versus pixels. I see, Gerard. Thank you, thank you. All right, we're back. Photoshop is quick to reopen, which is amazing. So I've just added a little bit of text onto my document. I do that by coming over here to my toolbar. You can see there's tons of beautiful tools. Down here near the bottom, there is a T. Should be obvious, but that is for text or type. So when you click that, and you click within your canvas, sometimes it'll fill, autofill with some lorem ipsum, but you can type whatever you want. So if I typed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, since there are 9 challenges, and maybe I squish my numbers together by decreasing the kerning over here in my properties panel. This is what I am grabbing and sliding. Maybe I increase the size by grabbing this and increasing it. Increase it even more. I'm going to be using these letters as kind of like a design element, or these numbers, instead of actually being kind of legible as numbers. Maybe a little bit smaller. Perfect. And then down here in the properties, I can also change the colors quickly. So cool. I could export this as a nice minimal, simple cover image. I've already made one that I like a little bit more. Add a little bit of color into it. So you'll see that I use the numbers as kind of a design element over here as a border, use the color palette here at the bottom, change the blending mode so that there's a little bit of transparency in there, and boom, the text is nice and large, so it's going to be great for our small cover image. Now these are all things, the blending modes, the transparencies, these are all things that we're going to go over in the next 2 weeks, so don't you worry. But let's get a new project going in Behance. Did we enjoy our week off, Riaz? Yes, we did just come back from a week off. That's why there was no challenge last week. So had a nice week off. It is Monday morning after a week off though, so I'm very proud of you all for being here. Proud of myself for being here. Let's make a new project. So if you're on your Behance portfolio, we're gonna come up here to the top. Another big blue beautiful button. It says create a project. Let's click it. Anthony says, looking so cool, thanks. Alrighty, so this is where we're going to add the content of our projects. Now keep in mind, over the next 2 weeks, we're not going to be making a new project every day. We're not going to be clicking create a project every day. We're going to make one project today and then keep editing that and updating it throughout the next 2 weeks. So by the end, we have one project that has 9 beautiful posters inside of it. Riaz says the last week was a bit hectic but productive. Cool. What's up, Paul? Thank you. Do you have to know anything about Photoshop? No, Maya, nothing at all. I'm going to go through super simply, super quickly, and there's also the community chat that can help you if you have any extra questions after the live stream. Okay, so in this project editor, this is where we're going to put our content, like I said. So I can put day 1 in here just to add some content. I'm not going to add any imagery though, because we haven't made day 1 yet. Then after I type in that, I'm going to come over here to cover, that's step 2. Or I could click continue. And that's going to take us over to our cover image. So we just made one. Let's upload our image. There's 2 places we can click. We'll click it here. We are in July now. Here is our cover image. It's going to upload. Yeah, Jackson, we have about 8 minutes left in this live stream, but we have a whole day of Adobe Live coming up next. There's also day 0 of the XD Daily Creative Challenge starting this afternoon too. So it's a good day for DCCs. Okay. So like I said, remember when I said you could use an image that's larger than the 808 by 632? This is where you would come and crop that in if you needed to. But since I made it the correct size, it looks pretty cool. Here's a little preview. I like it. Let's say Photoshop DCC poster a day series. All right, crop and continue. Now this is one of the most important parts, and we will talk about this every day until you're sick of me saying it. In our project settings, we're going to need to add some creative fields. It says required here, so we got to do it. Let's click add, and this is going to be definitely graphic design because we are making things for print with type and imagery combined. Let's see, what else? Maybe digital art. And maybe editorial design. Well, it's a poster, it's not really a book. So this is kind of the fun part, you kind of get to pick. And it's select up to 3, so you don't have to pick 3, but it's helpful if you do. Print design, there we go, because they are posters. I'm gonna click done. Tools used, let's add Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop, hello. And then over here in discoverability, it's this 3rd tab. We'll click that. We'll make sure to add the keyword PS Daily Challenge. See that? PS Daily Challenge. That's our hashtag. That's the way that we're going to be able to find each other's work. If we were to search in the search bar, PS Daily Challenge, all of our projects should appear if we put this in the keywords. So there it is. And now I'm going to click publish, and it's going to be live. So exciting. Publishing the project. Nice. It's prompting me to promote my work, which is awesome, but the project is not done yet, so I'm not going to promote it yet. Let's check our portfolios. And there it is. Cool. So we have our cover image. And when we do come to edit our projects for the next 9 days, we're going to come here to our portfolios and come up to this cog and click Edit. What's up, Jan Eric? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Okay, bye. Okay, and then we're back in our project editor. So it is that easy. So as a quick overview again, we made something in Photoshop. We exported it by going to Export As. I didn't show you this step because I already exported it. Export As. This is where you can change all the sizes if you would like to. You can choose Export All, choose where you put it, and then we uploaded it onto Behance. So if you have any questions already about these cover images and Behance and all those kind of things, feel free to put them in the chat. We are here for you. We've got Sam in there, Tim's in there. Everyone's here to answer questions for you. Keita wants to know, are these challenges good for employers to see? I certainly think so. This is a great example, actually, of a project that got Tammy work. So Tammy was doing these poster a day projects just on his own as a teacher, as a designer. And then when he applied to the Adobe Creative Residency, he used this as his example and said, I want to keep doing this. And having Adobe see that he had done all of this work already, he'd already thought it out, he'd put time into it and had really invested in it, they said, okay, you clearly know how to make a project look cohesive, you know how to follow through, you know how to do branding, all of these look like they're made by the same person, you can have the creative residency. So I would say yes, definitely. Yeah, Riaz, we're going to be making posters every day for the next 9 days. But like I said, every workflow is going to be different. Every output's going to be slightly different. There's going to be photography used, digital illustration, digital effects, text, editorial design. So it's going to be pretty different, but hopefully it will stay cohesive because the branding will look the same over all days. And I'll show you an example of that. I'll show you the template super quick. Can you show us what a completed project looks like? I hope that Tammy example was a good example for you. Okay, so here is an example of the template that we will be using. Each day we'll change this, so it'll be like, oh, I'm in front of it. 01, 02, 03 every day. You can add other text. We can change the color, whoa. Change the color of these shapes. Change the color of the frame. And this could stay consistent across all of your posters or change across the whole project. Just depends what you want to do. It's a great time for experimentation. Is the theme pretty open, just technical things to incorporate? Sounds like you're just talking about it. Yeah, Jonathan, I mean, I am just talking about it today because it is the welcome stream, but in the next days, I will actually show you a walkthrough of a workflow. And then all you have to do is incorporate the certain tools or techniques I use, but the content can look totally different. So for example, tomorrow is going to be photography based. That's a little hint. And you'll just need to use the technique that I used, but there's no rules. You're not going to get graded on this. At the end of the day, we just want you to have a cool portfolio piece. And hopefully you will. I think you will. I know, whiplash. Wow. Moving all around. What if you don't complete the days in the challenge? You have for 2 weeks to do 9 challenges, so hopefully you can do it and the weekends to do so. But there is no real time limit. It's really just for you, like I said, to have a complete challenge eventually in your portfolio. Oh, I see, Jonathan. Gotcha. Okay, so I've done an overview. Hopefully it was thorough. If you have not registered for the Daily Creative Challenge, I'm trying to find it, please do so. It is Daily Creative Challenge. There it is. Behance.net/challenge/Photoshop. You register here. I'll be here every day at 9 a.m. And then following me, we have more live streams. So the schedule for today is Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge. That's what's happening right now. Yeah, no grades, woohoo! And then coming after me is Anya doing some awesome digital imaging, photo compositing. It's super beautiful. Stick around for that. She'll be here with Ellie. And then at 11:30, Howard's going to be coming on with Daily Creative Challenge Day 0. So if you want to learn more about Adobe XD, do that. And then following Howard is going to be Chris Thomas with more XD. So we're doing digital imaging in the morning and then XD in the afternoon. Yes, Sam, please feel free to register. Join us on Discord. I will be back tomorrow with day 1 of the challenge. And like I said, it's going to be photography based. And that's all I'm going to say. All right, everyone, I will see you tomorrow and see you on Discord. Stick around.